Hello friends, I thought I would share this with you. Let me see if I could shrink the camera view here just a tad. Get myself out of the way. Thinking about you all, and I'm going to share with you a brief video clip from Kurt Landry Ministries. It's a ministry that I partner with, not that you necessarily have to, but I thought that his message was timely and certainly yet again more to pray about. I have a writing partner with me. Say hi, Penny. Penny. Woo-hoo. Say hi to everybody. Anyway, so here's a brief clip from Kurt Landry Ministries. I'll also include a link with this as well on this video clip. All right. Do get the word out. Only be strong and courageous in speaking the truth. And take a listen. I'm also driving, so got to be careful.
What's happening right now is we are being subjected to a soft pogrom. It's called the slicing the salami technique. Every day they slice another slice and they push us to the wall and they bully us. I don't think that the Haskanim and many of the Rabbanim are aware of what's going on. Rabbi Yitzchak David Smith is aware, and he made a video and warned us about it. So I'm going to explain what's going on. We have a mayor in this city who is a communist, a leftist communist, who has no regard for business people. He allowed rioters to destroy Macy's, destroy all the stores on Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue. He did not let the police stop.
Okay, in case you're wondering what city this rabbi is referencing, he's talking about Governor Cuomo, and I don't remember who the mayor is of the city of New York. So this is where this Jewish rabbi is being interviewed from.
Them looting, destruction, firebombs, and to this very day, they're under threat. People in the stores are being robbed in the stores by people wilding in the stores. I have that information. So I appeal to you, President Trump and Attorney General Barr, we have no protection here. The city is totally anarchy, in a state of anarchy. You have already proclaimed that New York City is a city that is in terror, and now we'd like you to take action and do something to sue the mayor and sue the governor and stop them from conducting this soft pogrom against our community. We're not being allowed to pray in our synagogues. You've already taken action in Washington, D.C. to protect the churches there from the mayor over there. And we'd like you to come here and do the same thing. We are not allowed to open our schools and our yeshivas and our Beis Yaakov schools for our girls. We're being deprived of an education. Our children are wandering the streets and being destroyed. In Jewish thought, this is called pikuach nefesh. Godol hamachtiyo yosem min hargo. To kill a person spiritually is worse than to kill him physically. And our children are being killed spiritually by these restrictions, by these lockdowns. And the governor says that, well, it's because I love you. The mayor says, it's tough love. We love the Jewish community. We're doing it for your own good. Who is this governor who cares about us? This is the man who made a regulation, an executive order, dictatorial executive order. Nursing homes in New York State must take in people from the hospitals who are stricken with COVID-19 and bring them into a population of vulnerable people who are weak, who haven't got strong immune systems. He was warned by emails from the nursing home operators, you're going to kill our people. Don't do it. And he said, he had a conference call with his Dr. Mengele, Howard Zucker. If you don't follow my executive order, you're going to lose your license. I'm going to take away your business. You'll be poor. You'll be impoverished. And so under blackmail, they followed his orders, and 40% of the deaths in New York State, over 11,000 elderly people, died. Not died, they were murdered intentionally. There was only one nursing home operator in New Jersey where they also made a similar law, an Orthodox Jew, who asked his rabbi and said, should I comply with this law? They're going to kill my people. He said, no, you have no right to make a living by killing your people. If they take away a license, so be it. So he did not listen. He defied the governor. And you know what? He was the only nursing home in New Jersey where no one died, because he cared about human life and he respected his rabbi who told him that he must not murder people.
That is incredible. That's just a small segment of what is happening to the Jewish community, and they are being targeted by their locations and being shut down, their schools, their businesses. And this should be very alarming to every Christian and to everyone who is called to pray for the peace of Jerusalem.
So, share this with everybody you know that has a heart. Well, first of all, obviously who has a heart, but has a heart for Jerusalem, who has a heart for Israel. But at the same time, it should be alarming for every Christian that loves their religious freedom, that loves their faith, that loves God. So I know some of you may be resisting doing that because, you know, it sounds like politics and church and government. That there is that's yet for another conversation, the whole idea of separation of church and state. If there ever is a time where God, through his people, should have influence over government and be in government, it is now. If there ever is a time where God should have influence over politics, over business, over society in general, which, by the way, is greatly influenced by government, God's people should engage now for such a time as this. And I know that probably rubs against the grain, or goes against the grain of many of us who've been raised with the ideology and belief that, you know, church and state should be separate, when really the way that was designed was that the state shall not interfere with the affairs of the church. So, like I said, that's yet for another conversation. I wanted to share this with you for those of you who are praying people, and I know that you value your religious freedom, your right to worship, your right to assemble, your right and privilege to worship the one and only true living God. All right. Once again, only be strong and courageous in speaking the truth. Be bold. God's people must rise up as one for such a time as this. Talk to y'all later.